You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable. Hop on YouTube, welcome to the hood table, where we chop up local and global events vocally. You don't really wanna miss out on these conversations. Just joke a little, laugh a little, get that wine in your system for your glass a little. Expose current events, talk trash a little. You never know, these opinions might clash a little. They addicted to the content, got them binge watching. You don't like it, then you want invited. Bet your friends watching in the house and in your job parking lot before you clocking. They don't wanna miss a second of this HT content. Everybody think they got something to say, so it's an open invitation, bring it to the table. But if you come whack, just know we ain't buying in. We gon' probably turn your back and tell you sorry, try again, Yeah, welcome to the hood table. You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable. Yeah, welcome to the hood table. You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable.
Hey, welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Hey, y'all, what's going on with you? Happy Saturday, everybody. Come on in, hit the like button, hit the share button, subscribe to the Hood Table if you're not already subscribed, please, and thank you very much. Today, we are going to do a review of Sistas Season 3. Episode 5, and it was called Protecting Myself. And if y'all seen the episode, y'all know exactly why and who the title of this episode was referring to. So let's jump right in it. Again, like, share, and subscribe. Last episode. Okay, last week, episode 4. A very pissed off Jacoby had came storming back into the bank to basically threaten Sabrina with sexual workplace harassment charges, which of course we all know would have been some false allegations. And Zach, he had made his way back to Fatima's crib to let her know that, yeah, he's still in love with Karen, but he also has strong feelings for Fatima as well. And that's all Fatima had to hear. The next thing you know, they were bumping skins, bumping uglies all up and through her apartment. And then Aaron, he had stopped by Karen's house, making it plain and simple for her that he was there to make love to her, which he did. But will he later on regret that decision is my question, because he is a pastor and he did make a vow to God to not have sex before marriage. And then let's not forget, Zach, he had walked up into the bank, handed Maurice $19,000 to invest in those stocks that he had gotten an illegal tip on. And I was so hoping that tip didn't wind up with him going broke, let alone landing him back into the pen again. But anyway, we saw what had happened. What had happened was, but anyway, on to this episode. We started off with, let's see, Sabrina, Maurice. Okay, Sabrina, she was with Maurice. They were still at the bank. You know, last week, Jacoby had stormed in there and dropped that bomb on her. So she was still freaking out. Because, thanks to Jacoby, possible workplace sexual harassment charges could be brought up against her. All because he is pissed off that she fired him, as she should have. Hell, he actually had a fight. He fought a customer right there in the middle of the lobby of the bank. So, out of spite, he's alleging that he was fired because he refuses to sleep with her. And see, that's exactly why you should never sleep with your subordinates in the workplace. I'm telling you now. But anyway, Sabrina gonna learn today. But while Sabrina is considering what she's going to do, Maurice had his own idea around things. He's like, okay, this is what you should do. Get even, Steven. Get even with him. Why don't you claim that Jacoby had instead violated you? Because, as he said, when people play dirty, you have to get dirtier. And when they go low, you dig a tunnel. And yeah, if she did just that, probably in the court of law, because she's a woman, they might, take her word over his, but we don't know that for sure. But Sabrina, she ain't built like that anyway. She's not grimy enough to do Jacoby like he's trying to do her. Still, yeah, I never would have imagined that Jacoby would get down like that. Like, he would go so low. Now, if y'all can remember, when his friend, I know that he said they knew each other. Excuse me. I know he said that they knew each other, so I'm not sure if they were like besties or nothing like that, but they were friends. Alonzo, you know, the one who jumped on Maurice, the one who had the homophobic fit of rage, jumped on Maurice and everything and whipped him up, put him in the hospital. And Maurice, you know, did eventually get his ass back, but during that time, I was wondering if birds of a feather flock together. And even though Jacoby has yet to act homophobic around Maurice, I could definitely see some of the rage in Jacoby's eyes, you know, that I have seen in Alonso's. So I don't know. Y'all let me know about that. That Jacoby, I mean, he just didn't strike me to do something like that to Sabrina. But anyway, anger sometimes can make you do everything. Can make you do anything and everything. Now, after squandering off $19,000, Zach not only lost his money on a bad stock investment, but then he was notified by Chain Breakers, the construction company he was working for, that they no longer have enough work to go around. They got too many workers. So now he's right back in a very familiar place for him, which is being broke as a joke. He can't even afford to buy himself lunch, which is why he took Danny up on her offer to treat him to lunch. And desperately needing to get it off his chest, he actually told Danny, you know, how he had just went through $25,000 with nothing to show for it. Then, after listening to an earful of his woes, Danny let him know about a little of her own issues, which was that she still believes that she needs to back away from Preston. She thinks that she needs a little bit of space from the cowboy. And I'm like, girl, are you crazy? That cowboy is sexy as hell and he's great in bed. He cooks for her, he cleans for her, he pampers her, he just adores her. But on the flip side, he still has a crazy ass racist family. So I don't know. But what in the entire poodle dog looking hot mess did Danny have on when she was getting ready to go out with the girls? Did y'all see that dress? I'm like, it was like the designer didn't quite know which direction they wanted to go with that little number. I mean, I don't know, child. Y'all let me know what y'all thought about that outfit because I could not with that outfit. But was it me? Or did it appear as if Preston might have picked up on the fact that Danny, as she said, needs some space? When she was, you know, basically showing no interest in him, he was like, how was your day? How you doing? Da 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 da. And she was like, fine, good, you know. And then he said, okay, I'm doing well. My day was good. Yeah, thanks for asking. You know, she wasn't showing no real interest in him. And then on top of that, she told him not to wait up for her because she'd probably be hanging out late. So I don't know. I think he picked up on it. He picked up on something. So y'all let me know about that. But anywho, back to Zach. While Zach was contemplating what his next move is going to be, Fatima, she was in Andy's office spilling all the tea, all the juice, honey, talking about how Zach had begged her to come back over. And how basically after he got there, man, as soon as he got through the door, they was just basically all over each other, ripping each other clothes off. Zach had her shaking and quaking and just dripping all over the doggone place. But Andy, she had no desire. She did not have any desire to hear any of that. And she just doesn't understand why Fatima would want to be with someone like Zach. But can you blame her? Nope. Because the only thing she's ever heard about Zach came from Karen. And that was things like how broke he is, how undereducated he is, how unmotivated he is, how much of a loser he is, you know, etc., etc. So to see Fatima's eyes light up whenever she refers to Zach, understandably confuses the hell out of Andy. She's always like, is this the same guy that my girl Karen was with all those years? Yeah, it is. It is. But although Fatima has really, been feeling some type of way about Zach, she still won't let her guard down, in fear of him mistreating her. And I think that has something to do with not more of not so much of her maybe having bad relationships in the past, but just what she knows so far about him, about Zach and Karen's relationship, and how everybody looks at her like she's crazy when she be talking about all these good things that Zach got going on for him. She like, I don't know what y'all what mm, he's a good man. But anyway, and then on top of that, she's also concerned about how her and Andy's relationship might be affected due to Zach being Karen's ex. But Andy was like, don't worry about it. Just let me handle all that. Let me handle all that. But Zach did eventually get around to telling Fatima about him being put on the back burner by the Chainbreakers organization. But now he's almost certain that Hayden might be the one behind all that. What do y'all think? Do you think Hayden might have something to do with that? I don't know, I'm not sure. But Fatima, she's also not sure if Hayden's involved or not involved. But she's sure willing to knock him upside his head if he is. Zach was like, Fatima, stand down, stand down. Zach does not want her to interfere, and he made it very clear to her to let him handle his own business. But did she listen to him? Did she stay in her lane and allow Zach to fight his own battles? Hell no. Immediately after hanging up from Zach, she called Hayden over. She said, I want you to come over tonight. Basically, she was filling his head up with a whole bunch of bullshit. She had invited Hayden over, and he was sitting at work getting all hot and bothered, just knowing that he was about to put in some work later on that night with Fatima. Mm-mm. Wrong answer. Wrong answer. But anywho, regarding Robin, the attorney who wanted Andy to meet up with him at the Carlisle restaurant for dinner. He's pretty cocky and arrogant, to say the very least. But Fatima thinks that he is just as fine as wine and the perfect man for Andy. And he's alright. He alright. A little bit more bright skinned than I would prefer, but he's alright. He's just alright. I don't know. Y'all let me know what y'all think. But Andy, she must think he's okay too. Being that after she reluctantly accepted his dinner offer, her nipples were damn near poking through her blouse. Fatima was like, girl, why is your nipples so hard? Like, put them things away. Cover up. Put on a sweater. Like, where's your suit jacket? And I was like, oh, wait, please don't let Gary walk right in on that conversation. Because Andy, she must be trying to get choked up by Gary again. The last time he had a jealous fit of rage, she ended up in the hospital with some cracked ribs, or bruised ribs, bruised ribs, I should say. But anyway, speaking of Gary, when Fatima got to Andy's house to pick up an outfit and some shoes for her to wear out with the girls later that night, was that Gary over at Andy's apartment having sex with somebody else in Andy's bedroom? Child, Fatima must have called Andy so quick to tell her to hightail her little ass right on over there. And I cannot wait. I cannot wait until the next episode to find out what the hell Gary is up to now. I mean, do y'all think that he could have been with his ex-wife Jasmine? Hmm. Y'all let me know. Let me know. And make sure again you like and share the video. Subscribe to the Hood Table if you're not already subscribed. Stay safe, be blessed, remain vigilant at all times, and always, always, always keep it hood. Bye.